Whoa. Is that
A little bit
you?
of feedback, I think. Dogs should not be outside tonight.
No.
It's surprising how many people who were walking. That would have been a quick trip for me.
All right, let's start the regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, January 21st, 2025. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Here.
Gainier.
Here.
Pearson.
Here.
Barron.
Here.
Mayor.
Here.
We have 5 present.
Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the minutes of a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois, held on Tuesday, January 7th, 2025, be approved as recorded in the permanent files of the city clerk.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainier. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Is there anyone wishing to appear before the council? Come up to the podium, state your name, Todd.
Hi, I think I'm Todd Volker. I live on the west side of Ottawa. I think folks know me. I'm here because I just wanted to let you know I'm running for the IVCC board, and I'd welcome whatever support and encouragement you guys could give me. I think it's important for Ottawa to have good representation on the board, continue to have good representation on the board. Jane Getz, as you know, is retiring from the board. And for many reasons, it's good for Ottawa to have some representation. There are 3 people running for 2 positions. Myself, Marlene Mashagi, and Bill Hunt. So I'm going to be making the rounds and doing what I can do. I'm listening to a lot of people to hear what they have to think and say about IVCC, and I've noticed a lot of people have been affected by it in a lot of different ways. Some as parents, some as students, some taking extra courses, teaching out there. Currently, I'm the Economic Development Director for Kendall County, and what I'm seeing is my office interfaces a lot with the trades, with employers, different kinds of employers, and also different kinds of community college workforce development areas, Elgin, Waubonsee, Joliet. And what I see with IVCC is something that's really unique that I think people should know about, which is we really have an outstanding workforce development area compared to some of the other community colleges. So I'd like to see that strengthened. I think in the future, that's important for the colleges. Most colleges are facing demographic problems and enrollment challenges. IVCC has been holding its own, and I'm watching my time. But I welcome your support. I think I'd be a good voice. My interest is workforce development. Thank you.
Thank you, Todd. Appreciate that. Is anyone else wishing to appear? No? Then let's move on to the public hearing or the closeout of the CDBG housing grant from NCICG.
I'm Connie Buchanan from NCICG, and the city hired NCICG in the spring of 2021 to prepare a grant application to send to the Illinois Department of Economic Opportunity. The application was submitted on August 3rd, 2021. Once submitted, the city received $502,000 of grant funds to rehabilitate 11 homes, grant administration, and construction inspection within the project area. The state funding was complemented with $20,000 from the City of Ottawa. The City of Ottawa worked in collaboration with the Ottawa Housing Rehabilitation Advisory Committee, Barnett Construction, and NCICG to stabilize and revitalize the project targeted area. As outlined in the housing rehab grant application, $502,000 in CDBG grant funds from DCEO and the community commitment mentioned above were used to provide direct financial assistance for essential home rehabilitation activities to 11 identified low and moderate income households residing within the target area. The structures, the residential structures were now in compliance with the city's minimal housing codes. The grant administration was $38,000 and the construction inspection was $30,000, which was paid out of the grant. The total project cost was $570,000. No city residents were displaced as a result of this project, and the city has on file an anti-displacement and relocation assistance plan. Does anyone have any questions about the housing rehabilitation grant? Funds for the Illinois Community Development Block Grant are granted to the state from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, otherwise known as HUD. The Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity then distributes the funds throughout Illinois, except for communities and counties that get direct entitlement funds, like in the city. The funds dispersed by the state to be used for housing rehab must meet the national goal of benefiting 100% of low to moderate income individuals. Therefore, the $502,000 directly benefited low to moderate incomes. Application records are on file at the City of Ottawa City Hall and NCICG office at 613 West Marquette Street in Ottawa. The office is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4. Anyone interested in viewing the file or discussing the project further may call the office at 815-433-5830 or visit during office hours. If there are no additional questions, I would ask for the closing.
All right, then we will close this at 7:06.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we can move on to Commissioner Eichelkraut's report.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the biweekly salary payroll of January 17th, 2025, in the amount of $660,582.79 be approved and warrants issued.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the bi-monthly expense report dated January 21st, 2025, showing expenses in the amount of $1,824,254.67 be approved and warrants issued.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Barron, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the monthly financial report of City Clerk Shelley L. Rolson for the month of December 2024 be received and placed on file.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainier, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution authorizing the execution of a settlement agreement between the City of Ottawa and ASME Local 2819 regarding J. Abram be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
I'll abstain. Anything else you'd like to add? Commissioner Eichelkraut.
Oh, yes. Yeah, everybody stay warm. It's going to get better next week, so stay warm now.
Easy for you to say. On to Commissioner Gainier's report.
We have the report of the police chief for the month of December. Squad car calls, 1,549. Arrests, 357. Prisoners, 42. Sent to state institutions, 1. Sent to county jail, 4. Sent to juvenile probation, 0. Central Dispatch handled 806 911 calls. They also handled 3,563 administrative calls. Moved by Commissioner Gainier that the report of Police Chief Michael J. Cheatham for the month of December 2024 be received and placed on file.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
We have the annual report for calendar year 2024 from the police chief. Squad car calls, 19,158. Arrest, 5,028. Prisoners, 680. Sent to state institutions, 18. Sent to the county jail, 94. Sent to juvenile probation, 49. Central Dispatch handled 10,791 911 calls. Central Dispatch also handled 28 texts and 51,248 administrative calls. Moved by Commissioner Gainier that the annual report of Police Chief Michael J. Cheatham for calendar year 2024 be received and placed on file.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
We have the report of the fire chief for the month of December. Number of bell alarms, 0. Number of still alarms, 20. Activated alarms, 44. Number of medic calls, 312. Mutual aid, 2. Number of patients, 249. Total calls for December was 376. Total vehicle responses, 555. Total emergency overtime, 11. Structure loss, contents loss, and vehicle loss was all at 0, for a total loss of 0 for December. Total non-residents billed for medical services was 19. Moved by Commissioner Gaynor that the report of Fire Chief Brian Bresner for the month of December 2024 be received and placed on file.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut? Roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gaynor.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
We have the annual report from the fire chief. Number of bell alarms, 19. Number of still alarms, 245. Activated alarms, 427. Number of medic calls, 3,577. Total number of calls, 4,268. Total number of transfers, 1. Number of patients, 3,119. Total non-residents billed for medical services was 284. Structure loss was at $2,067,100. Contents loss, $639,950. Vehicle loss, $11,100, for a total loss of $2,718,150. Mutual aid given was 61, mutual aid received 8, emergency overtime callbacks 221. Total number of vehicle responses 6,582. Moved by Commissioner Gaynor that the annual report of Fire Chief Brian Bresner for calendar year 2024 be received and placed on file.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Barron? Roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gaynor.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Gaynor that a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement between the City of Ottawa and the Board of Trustees of the University of Illinois for firefighter training be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut?
This is the University of Illinois Fire Service Institute. It will be in Ottawa to put on a class. It doesn't cost us anything, but we still have to sign a contract, so that's why it has to come through the council.
Thank you. Roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gaynor.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Gaynor that a resolution authorizing the execution of a preventative maintenance service agreement between the City of Ottawa and Braniff Communications Incorporated regarding the city's warning sirens be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson?
This is just our annual maintenance for the warning sirens.
Roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gaynor.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Commissioner Gaynor, is there anything that you would like to add?
Nothing tonight.
On to Commissioner Pearson's report.
Moved by Commissioner Pearson that the quote received from Morton Salt Incorporated to purchase 1,200 tons of de-icing salt in the amount of $89,532 be approved and paid for from the general corporate fund.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gaynor?
Hopefully you won't need it till next year.
If you weren't going to say it, I was going to say it, so that's why I paused there. Roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gaynor.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Anything that you would like to add?
Nothing tonight.
On to Commissioner Barron's report.
Moved by Commissioner Barron that a resolution authorizing the execution of a grant agreement between the City of Ottawa and the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity for the CBGG storm sewer separation, which has been on file for public inspection since January 7th, 2025, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson? Roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gaynor.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Barron that a resolution authorizing the execution of a management and supervision agreement between the City of Ottawa and Total Environmental Service Technologies Incorporated for the water and wastewater treatment plants, which has been on file for public inspection since January 7th, 2025, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gaynor? Roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gaynor.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Barron that change order number 1 from John Pohar and Sons Incorporated in the increased amount of $64,063.05 for the 2024 water main replacement project be approved and paid for from the water fund.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson?
They ran into some rock on the west side, believe it or not. So they had to dig a little deeper.
Thank you. Roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gaynor.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Barron that an ordinance amending Chapter 106, Section 311 of the Municipal Code of the City of Ottawa, LaSalle County, Illinois, regarding the ejector pump program reimbursement, upping it to $2,500, be passed and approved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut?
This is increasing the reimbursement we pay to residents to install an ejector pit into their residence. It's going from $2,000 to $2,500. It hasn't been raised in how many years?
long time.
over 10.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
over 10.
Long time.
So trying to make it a little bit more fair for people to have good plumbing.
Very good, thank you. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson. Aye. Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Is there anything that you would like to add?
Yes, in this cold weather, we encourage citizens to trickle their faucets to keep water moving in their pipes, their cold water pipes, to keep them from freezing. With that, their bill's gonna go up, their water bill's gonna go up. So if they contact the water department and let them know that they're doing that, they'll be put on a list so they can have their water bill adjusted in the spring. So we encourage people to do that. So contact the water department, 815-434-0025, extension 251.
Thank you. On to my report.
We have the report of the registrar for the month of December. There were 53 birth certificates issued and 42 death certificates. Certified copies were issued with fees totaling $1,526. Moved by Mayor Hasty that the report of registrar Shelley L. Rolson for the month of December 2024 be received and placed on file.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Barron, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson. Aye. Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that the report of the Parking Administration Department showing fines collected of $1,380 for the month of December 2024 be received and placed on file.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson. Aye. Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
We have the report of the building official for the month of December. There were 6 building permits issued with fees totaling $4,064. One floodplain development permit, which was no charge, 2 sign permits for $100, 6 fence permits for $300, 5 new business registrations for $500, 17 general contractors licenses issued for $1,700, 4 electrical license renewals for $600, 225 electrical license renewals for $31,500, 16 electrical permits for $2,700, total number of on-site electrical inspections 50. We had 5 people take our electrical exam for $775. There were 2 plumbing permits issued, which were no charges, total number of on-site plumbing inspections 12. Our construction coordinator did a total of 75 inspections, and our code enforcement officer did not have a report available at this time, for a total of permits and licenses of 274, with fees collected of $42,239. Moved by Mayor Hasty that the report of building official Matthew W. Stafford for the month of December 2024 be received and placed on file.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainer, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson. Aye. Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing execution of a master professional services agreement between the City of Ottawa and Deckard Technologies Incorporated for short-term rental software, which has been on file for public inspection since January 7th, 2025, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut. Just as a reminder, this is software to assist us with the new ordinance for short-term rental, to make sure that we know where the short-term rentals are and that we are collecting our fair share of taxes for those. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson. Aye. Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement for preliminary design services between the City of Ottawa and the Lamar Johnson Collaborative Incorporated for the downtown waterfront amphitheater, which has been on file for public inspection since January 7th, 2025, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainer. It's getting closer, people. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson. Aye. Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a professional agreement between the City of Ottawa and Gidgo Planning and Design Incorporated regarding a Phase 1 infrastructure and design development for the waterfront master plan, which has been on file for public inspection since January 7th, 2025, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson. Aye. Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of an employment agreement for Brian Benavides as part-time electrical inspector, which has been on file for public inspection since January 7th, 2025, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson. I believe this is leading to probably the 3rd or 4th retirement from Chuck, so hopefully this one will be able to stick a little bit longer. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of an engagement letter with SB Friedman Development Advisors for advisory services for the downtown waterfront be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainier. As a reminder, this is an agreement put together to kind of help us facilitate if we're going to enter into any kind of agreements for headhunting for a hotel or other development in addition to infrastructure and how to coordinate all of that with a lot of very large contractors. Roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of an employment agreement for Brent Rolson as part-time code enforcement officer be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut. I guess 20-some years just wasn't enough, so we're going to bring them back for a little bit longer. But in all seriousness, I know in the past the city has hired retired police officers for the code enforcement officer position. I think it's a good move for us at this time. It's going to give us a chance to kind of shore up some of these always nagging ongoing issues, and anyone, as we all do in here, knows Brent. We know that he'll be able to do so with a smile on his face and make people, make it taste a little bit more like sugar when they're being given that bad news, so roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a side letter agreement between the City of Ottawa and the Police Benevolent Labor Committee regarding minimum staffing be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainier. This was actually agreed to October 2023. Is that about right, Tom?
Maybe September.
September 2023. And the police have been moving forward under the understanding that this agreement was already in place. And then when our new chief started snooping around, he said that he couldn't find it, so we are now placing it on file so we can make it official. Roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a settlement agreement between the City of Ottawa and ASME Local 2819 regarding training and contracting out grievances be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson.
Yes. Second.
Commissioner Pearson. Roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye. As everyone else said, stay warm. It's cold enough that even I drove here tonight. So, thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that this regular meeting be adjourned.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainier, roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.